trying to shield herself and the children from Hamilton's bullets. She needed 5 operations to rebuild her shattered arms.
There's no prescription, I don't think, for dealing with grief. Everybody dealt with it in their own way, and I think as a community, actually, that people have moved forward, and that's with great respect to what has happened, and remembering the children, obviously. But it's a very positive thing to move on, and it's a very healthy thing to do. It would not be good to remain in the past.
A new generation of primary school children is growing up in Dunblane. The town is moving on, but will never forget.
Everybody felt the same that day, and I think we built on that, really. I think that the barriers went down, and hopefully, you know, they've stayed down, or certainly, you know, there's not this in us and them, maybe that you do get in some other areas.
Nora left her part-time job as a nursery assistant. She's been one of the volunteers who planned Dunblane's Youth and Community Centre, a £2 million project financed out of donations which poured into the town.
I see the centre now as a gift that was given, and it's a living tribute to the children, and it's also a tribute to the kindness that was shown to Dunblane at that time.
A picture was placed in a window for each of the children killed. For Sophie North, her cat.
I'm being squashed by Kit Kat at the moment, and this is Rosie. Both names were given by Sophie, and she would give them both very affectionate, over-affectionate perhaps, cuddles, particularly to Kit Kat. It is important that the children of Dunblane do have suitable facilities for activities, and at the moment it will be many of Sophie's contemporaries who will be getting the benefits from their centre, and I think that is appropriate.
Stephen Hopper was in primary 7 at the time of the massacre. His teacher ordered the class onto the floor just seconds before Hamilton fired a volley of bullets above their heads.
I think it's certainly driven my interest in primary school teaching. It's made me, or certainly influenced my realising how much responsibility there is in that job and what you have to take responsibility for.
After Sophie's murder, Mick North decided to give up his career as a university lecturer. He went on to campaign for tighter gun controls.
I think it's important that people are aware of the tragedy that hit Dunblane in 1996, but also to know that in the aftermath a lot of things were achieved. Some lessons have been learnt, I think. Guns are very dangerous in private hands and should therefore be appropriately regulated. Don't make guns easily available to people.
Mick North has moved out of Dunblane, away from the family home he shared with his wife and daughter.
I think you can never draw a line under something like this, both as an individual who's suffered personal loss, but also the country, the community mustn't draw lines under this. We can't just set it aside as something in the past and not think about the significance of it. I think it's important for people to know that victims and their families, the families of the bereaved, do live on, do live important, meaningful lives in which things can still be achieved. They're not totally wrecked. But that doesn't mean that they don't relive what happened every day. I've always sort of likened it to walking along a parallel path to the one you would have taken before. But you don't stop walking, you don't stop doing things.
In the memorial garden, the children's graves are arranged in 2 neat rows. A silent classroom. Gwen Mayer, their teacher, lies by their side.
I don't feel bitter. Actually, I've always just felt, having had a huge roller coaster of emotions, from anger to questioning, why did I survive? But overwhelmingly, it's just an aching sadness for the loss of such beautiful children.